A popular subject on YouTube is always, what's in my recording studio? A lot of voiceover talent record from their closets. I actually like to keep clothes in my closet. So instead, I've made this little apparatus studio right here. And so that you can see exactly what I do, how I do it, and what I do it with, I'm going to strap on my GoPro and go proing. I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy with what's in my home recording studio, a GoPro experience. So in my studio here, you'll see that I have two monitors. These aren't the greatest monitors, but they get the job done. They're ViewSonics. You'll notice that I have two sessions up. One is Cubase 5. The other one is Adobe Audition. For multi-track editing and producing commercials, I like to use Cubase 5. For simple editing, I like to use Adobe Audition, which is a standard in the voiceover industry. I am primarily a PC guy, but I also have my Mac. My Mac goes with me everywhere that I go. If I go to New York to visit family, I use my Mac. If I go on vacation, I use my Mac. But primarily I use my Mac to audition for work. And you'll notice my Yamaha here. I have another one right here. These things are super, super powerful. And for a small room that I have, they're really just overkill. But I like it anyway. A studio wouldn't be complete if you didn't have headphones. And so I have these professional dynamic stereo headphones, the MDR 7506s by Sony. They're very good headphones for about $100. Now let's see what's underneath the hood. For that, I'm gonna turn on my professional light. And there we go. Underneath the hood, you'll see the only piece of equipment that I've owned since I started voiceover in 2004. That's the EMU 1616. That thing has a ton of plugins, including something that really helps me out here, which is a noise filter. Underneath that is the LA610 by Universal Audio. I love this thing. It sounds really awesome with my voice. And I did a little research before I purchased it. It is the same compressor slash preamp that Nat King Cole used, except he used the original LA610. This is the MK2. And here is the power horse right here. This Dell. This Dell has kept me in business for the past 3 years, although I have had problems out of it once. Aside from that, it has produced tons and tons of commercials and done a lot of voiceover. Truthfully, it's more than the average voiceover talent would even need. It's very reliable. Organization is very important when you do voiceover because it's not just voiceover work, it's mostly about the business of doing voiceover work. So I keep my corkboard right here with a lot of reminders of things that I need to do and a few pictures and other things of that nature. Now let's talk about microphones. I tried a number of mobile microphones like this Samsung, but quite honestly, this one actually had noise in it, so I could never use it. It had a hiss that I just couldn't get rid of. And if you look right here, you'll see my light that I shine on myself when I'm recording videos. Coming back down to microphones, you have my trusty Sennheiser 416. This thing is a powerhouse. Most voiceover talent know the Sennheiser 416, whether they own one or not. And it's constantly being reviewed by TSA, which I'm sure I'll go over in a separate video. But here's my workhorse. I have had this microphone since 2005, and it has helped me make a lot of commercials, a lot of voiceover, and a lot of imaging. This thing is absolutely wonderful. I love it and the way that it sounds on my voice. I get a lot of debate though. Because I have a heavy voice, people often say to me, the TLM 103 is a little bit much for you, Dane. But it sounds great to me. I highly recommend it. Now, I have a metal pop filter, $20. I don't get any ting or ding ding that a lot of voiceover talent say that they get when they use a metal pop filter. At least I don't hear it. Now, sound is also a very important issue in my studio. There was a lot of reflection when I first moved into this place. That's why I purchased this SE reflection filter. This thing has been great, but it has required some assistance. So I had to build some paneling. The paneling you see here is backed with Owens Corning 703 foam, another piece of material that a lot of voiceover talent and people who build home studios are very familiar with. Let me let you see what's behind here. I'll take this down. You'll see up here, they're held up by a piece of wood, but behind here, they're just wood panels with soundproofing material built inside, and we wrapped these to make them just right. Also, if you look up here, this right here is Orlex. I had a bunch of Orlex. I was using Orlex at one time, and then I decided to build my panels instead. The question that people ask me all the time is, are these moving blankets? And no, they are not moving blankets. They are actually soundproof curtains. They deaden the sound in this room about 15 decibels according to the website. I got them from a site called lookchina.com. Now, my studio is interestingly built. It was built in the breakfast nook of my house. This is actually what my studio looks like from my living room. My kitchen is behind me, and my living room is also behind me. And so I had to figure out a solution that would keep the sound in, and so the sound curtains were a good start. To get in, I open up this and I go through 2 layers of curtains to get into my studio. And this is what my studio looks like without the black sound curtains. You got my living room in the back. You got my kitchen over my shoulder here to my left. That piece of art right there is actually something that I painted myself. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Also, subscribe right around here, because the more subscriptions and thumbs up, then the more videos I make. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment for me. I'm Dane Reed, the voiceover guy, and I'm gone. Oh.